Hey, what's up, guys? Today I thought I'd make a video just talking about why I play Whirlwind Barb and, what makes Whirlwind Barb for me and why I play overpowered class, as some people would call it. So, people have been saying to me, Barb's overpowered, or if they're not overpowered, they're just a dull class to play, whirling around, killing everything, holding down one click and, spamming sprint or whatever. Well, when it comes to that kind of thing, I'm just going to touch back on some Diablo 2 for a bit. So, back in Diablo 2, you had MFing and you had PvP. What I tended to do is I chose the most efficient character to MF with, and then, whatever class I liked, I'd PvP with. So for me, back in Diablo 2, I'd either be MFing with my Sorceress or in Hammerden because, he had some pretty high cast rate going on with those characters. And besides that, you could really stack up the MF on those characters. So they were pretty much the most efficient characters to MF with, and I think a lot of people knew that. And so when there's no PvP in Diablo 3, well, all there is to do is to get items, and I'm gonna choose one of the most efficient ways to do that. But back in the beta, I played through all the classes, I tried all five. I decided that I thought, Wizard was going to be the most efficient. You can teleport. I mean, come on. You can teleport. So that was my logic there, and tended not to really be the place I thought it would be when Diablo came out. Wizards were good. They were great, but I was struggling a bit. I kind of got stuck in Act 1 and 2 for a while. And after a while of struggling, I finally got enough gear up and I was able to sort of do Act 3, sort of do Act 4, but I pushed my way through and I beat Diablo. And so after I beat Diablo, I thought I'd try another class, see what's out there, right? Um, Demon Hunters were pretty OP at the time. They were just like being able to stay invincible all the time, or in smokescreen, I guess it was, and just basically run through everything and, no problem there. And so after I beat Diablo, I decided to make a melee class because I thought, Demon Hunter is another range class. What? Who cares? So I decided to make a monk. I leveled a monk for about 15 levels. I got really sick of half my moves knocking back enemies, so that turned me off a monk. Considering I was a melee class and all that was happening was knocking back at enemies and then I'd have to go chase them down. So I thought that was a really stupid design for that, the low levels. So I decided to level Barb after that, and the first Barb kind of build I went was a Hammer of the Ancients build, Had some superstition, so anytime I got hit by elemental attacks, I'd be gaining fury, and I could pretty much just spam hammer. And I was having a ton of fun with that. I mean, that was really fun, and it was more efficient than my wizard. I could just plow through stuff compared in comparison. So after that, kind of a build that started to be popularized was the melee wizard. I never got kind of the 4K HP melee wizard thing going on. I'm talking about a little bit later, where you needed some defenses for the melee wizard and that. So I got the melee wizard going, and that was crazy. I thought I could just tear through enemies. It was even more efficient than my Hammer of the Ancients Barb, and I was having a ton of fun with that. So I went on that for a while, and I started watching some videos and some streams of other barbs playing. And I guess the one video I saw was Kripparrian, and he was just on his Whirlwind Barb, just totally destroying Act 3, and I went, wow, I want to just be able to do that, because I want to be efficient, I want to farm, I want to get lots of items. There's nothing else to do, might as well make it as efficient as possible. So I ended up making Whirlwind Barb, and I was like, wow, this is crazy. I got enough gear, I was still dying here or there, but it was way better than the Critical Mass Wizard for me, and it was just totally efficient, and for me, in an action RPG, being overpowered is fun. I think that all the classes should be more overpowered. I'm not saying it should be like an easier game, but you should feel more overpowered as you progress, and right now, I guess barbs are feeling the most overpowered, at least to some people. I think other classes should be buffed to bring them up to the level of barbs instead of nerfing barbs or, doing other balances in that matter. So, when there's only, well, I guess the only thing to do right now is PvE. So, there's no PvE. or there's no PvP right now. So what am I gonna do? I'm just gonna keep farming it up and try to be as most efficient as I can. So that's kind of part of the reason I decided to be a Whirlwind Barb, and I hope you guys understand why I play a Whirlwind Barb now, and yeah, there you guys go. Hope you guys enjoyed. Take care.